Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to Daily Dose of English. I'm Tom, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. How are you feeling? Ready to learn something new and useful? I hope so. Today we're going to talk about something everyone loves: hobbies and free time activities. You know, the things we do when we're not working or studying. The fun stuff. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to talk confidently about what you like to do. Ask others about their hobbies and have natural conversations about free time. We'll learn useful vocabulary, practice common phrases, and even share some stories. And of course, we'll do lots of shadowing practice together. Remember, shadowing means you listen to me and then repeat. It's like being my echo. This helps your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your confidence. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, or just water is fine too. And let's begin this journey together. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's start with some essential vocabulary about hobbies. I'll say each word twice, then you repeat after me. Playing sports. Playing sports. Now you repeat. Reading books. Reading books. Now you repeat. Watching movies. Watching movies. Now you repeat. Listening to music. Listening to music. Now you repeat. Cooking. Cooking. Now you repeat. Drawing. Drawing. Now you repeat. Taking photos. Taking photos. Now you repeat. Playing video games. Playing video games. Now you repeat. Gardening. Gardening. Now you repeat. Dancing. Dancing. Now you repeat. Great job! Now let's learn how to use these words in sentences. When we talk about hobbies, we often use specific verbs. Listen carefully. For most hobbies, we say I like or I enjoy. For example, I like reading books. I like reading books. Now you repeat. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking. Now you repeat. But wait, here's something interesting. In English, after like or enjoy, we usually add ing to the verb. So it's not I like read, it's I like reading. Let's practice more. She enjoys dancing. She enjoys dancing. Now you repeat. He likes playing football. He likes playing football. Now you repeat. We enjoy watching movies together. We enjoy watching movies together. Now you repeat. Now, sometimes we want to say how often we do something. Let's learn some frequency words. Always. Always. Now you repeat. Usually. Usually. Now you repeat. Often. Often. Now you repeat. Sometimes, sometimes. Now you repeat. Rarely, rarely. Now you repeat. Never, never. Now you repeat. Let's put these together. I always listen to music in the morning. I always listen to music in the morning. Now you repeat. She usually goes swimming on Saturdays. She usually goes swimming on Saturdays. Now you repeat. We sometimes play board games. We sometimes play board games. Now you repeat. He rarely watches TV. He rarely watches TV. Now you repeat. Now let's learn how to ask people about their hobbies. This is super important for making friends and having conversations. The most common question is, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? Now you repeat. Let's break this down. What do you? What do you? Now you repeat. Like to do? Like to do? Now you repeat. Another way to ask, what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? Now you repeat. Or more casual. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? Now you repeat. You can also be more specific. Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Now you repeat. Do you play any instruments? Do you play any instruments? Now you repeat. Are you into movies? Are you into movies? Now you repeat. By the way, are you into is a casual way to ask if someone likes something. It's very natural and friendly. When someone asks about your hobbies, here are some great ways to answer. I'm really into photography. I'm really into photography. Now you repeat. I love playing guitar. I love playing guitar. Now you repeat. My favourite hobby is painting. My favourite hobby is painting. Now you repeat. In my free time, I like to read. In my free time, I like to read. Now you repeat. Let's practice with longer answers. I enjoy hiking because I love nature. I enjoy hiking because I love nature. Now you repeat. Let's break this down. I enjoy hiking. I enjoy hiking. Now you repeat. Because I love nature. Because I love nature. Now you repeat. I've been learning Spanish for 2 years. I've been learning Spanish for 2 years. Now you repeat. Break it down. I've been learning Spanish. I've been learning Spanish. Now you repeat. For 2 years. For 2 years. Now you repeat. Now let's practice some complete conversations. I'll be person A, and after I speak, you'll practice being person B. Person A. Hey, what do you do in your free time? Person B. I like reading books and watching movies. I like reading books and watching movies. Now you repeat. Person A. Oh, that's cool. What kind of books do you read? Person B. I enjoy mystery novels. I enjoy mystery novels. Now you repeat. Person A. Do you have any outdoor hobbies? Person B. Yes, I go cycling every weekend. Yes, I go cycling every weekend. Now you repeat. Let's try a longer conversation with more natural responses. Person A. I heard you started a new hobby recently. Person B. That's right. I'm learning to play the ukulele. That's right. I'm learning to play the ukulele. Now you repeat. Person A. Wow, that sounds fun. Is it difficult? Person B. It's easier than I expected. It's easier than I expected. Now you repeat. Person A. How often do you practice? Person B. I try to practice every day for 30 minutes. I try to practice every day for 30 minutes. Now you repeat. Let's learn how to share our feelings about different activities. I find it relaxing. I find it relaxing. Now you repeat. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. Now you repeat. It helps me relieve stress. It helps me relieve stress. Now you repeat. It's a bit challenging. It's a bit challenging. Now you repeat. I'm not very good at it yet. I'm not very good at it yet. Now you repeat. But I'm getting better. But I'm getting better. Now you repeat. Let's use these in context. Yoga is really relaxing for me. Yoga is really relaxing for me. Now you repeat. Rock climbing is exciting but scary. Rock climbing is exciting but scary. Now you repeat. Painting helps me express myself. Painting helps me express myself. Now you repeat. Sometimes we want to try something new. Here's how to talk about that. I'm thinking about starting yoga. I'm thinking about starting yoga. Now you repeat. I'd like to learn how to cook. I'd like to learn how to cook. Now you repeat. I've always wanted to try surfing. I've always wanted to try surfing. Now you repeat. I'm planning to join a dance class. I'm planning to join a dance class. Now you repeat. Maybe I should take up photography. Maybe I should take up photography. Now you repeat. Notice we say take up for starting a new hobby. It's a very useful phrasal verb. Let me tell you a story about my friend Maria and her journey with a new hobby. Listen carefully and we'll practice key sentences together. Maria works in an office. She sits at a computer all day. Recently she felt stressed and tired. She needed something new in her life. Let's practice. She needed a change. She needed a change. Now you repeat. One day her colleague asked her, "Why don't you try a new hobby? Why don't you try a new hobby?" Now you repeat. Maria thought about it. What could she do? She remembered that as a child she loved drawing, but she hadn't drawn anything in years. She decided to give it a try. She decided to give it a try. Now you repeat. Maria went to an art store and bought some pencils and a sketchbook. The first day, she just drew simple shapes. It felt strange at first. It felt strange at first. It felt strange at first. Now you repeat. But she kept practicing. Every evening after work, she would sit at her kitchen table and draw for 30 minutes. Some days she drew flowers. Other days she drew her coffee cup or her cat. She practiced every day. She practiced every day. Now you repeat. After 2 weeks, Maria noticed something. She wasn't thinking about work stress when she was drawing. She felt calm and happy. Drawing helped her relax. Drawing helped her relax. Now you repeat. Now 6 months later, Maria's drawings are much better. She even joined an art club where she meets other people who love drawing. She made new friends. She made new friends. Now you repeat. Maria's advice to others: just start. Don't worry about being perfect. Just start. Don't worry about being perfect. Now you repeat. Let's learn some more phrases that native speakers use when talking about hobbies. I'm a bit obsessed with it. I'm a bit obsessed with it. Now you repeat. This means you really, really love something, maybe too much. It's often used in a funny way. It's not really my thing. It's not really my thing. Now you repeat. This is a polite way to say you don't enjoy something. I'm terrible at it, but I enjoy it. I'm terrible at it, but I enjoy it. Now you repeat. This shows that having fun is more important than being good. I do it to unwind. I do it to unwind. Now you repeat. Unwind means to relax after a stressful day. It's my guilty pleasure. It's my guilty pleasure. Now you repeat. This means something you enjoy but feel a bit embarrassed about, like watching reality TV shows. Let me share some common mistakes learners make when talking about hobbies. Don't worry. Mistakes are how we learn. Mistake 1. Forgetting the ing wrong. I like play tennis. Correct. I like playing tennis. I like playing tennis. Now you repeat. Mistake 2. Using hobby incorrectly. Wrong. My hobby is I like to read. Correct. My hobby is reading. My hobby is reading. Now you repeat. Mistake 3. Confusion with play, do, and go. We play sports with a ball, play football, play tennis. We do individual activities, do yoga, do karate. We go plus minusing for activities, go swimming, go hiking. Let's practice. I play basketball. I play basketball. Now you repeat. I do puzzles. I do puzzles. Now you repeat. I go fishing. I go fishing. Now you repeat. Here's something interesting. In different cultures, people have different attitudes about hobbies. In some countries, hobbies are seen as very important for work-life balance. In others, people might feel guilty about spending time on hobbies instead of work or family. In English-speaking countries, it's very normal to ask about hobbies when you meet someone new. It's a friendly topic and a good way to find common interests. So don't be shy about sharing your hobbies. Now let's practice a longer conversation using everything we've learned. Listen to this dialogue between two friends meeting at a coffee shop. Sarah. Hey, Mike, I haven't seen you in ages. I haven't seen you in ages. Now you repeat. Mike. I know. I've been really busy with my new hobby. I've been really busy with my new hobby. Now you repeat. Sarah. Oh, really? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Now you repeat. Mike. I started learning pottery last month. I started learning pottery last month. Now you repeat. Sarah. That's amazing. How did you get into that? How did you get into that? Now you repeat. Mike. Well, I was looking for something creative to do. Well, I was looking for something creative to do. Now you repeat. Let's break this down. I was looking for. I was looking for. Now you repeat. Something creative to do. Something creative to do. Now you repeat. Mike continues. And I saw a poster for pottery classes at the community centre. And I saw a poster for pottery classes at the community centre. Now you repeat. Sarah. Is it difficult? Mike. The first few classes were challenging. The first few classes were challenging. Now you repeat. Mike. But now I really enjoy it. But now I really enjoy it. Now you repeat. Sarah. I'd love to see what you've made. I'd love to see what you've made. Now you repeat. Mike. Sure, I'll show you some photos. Sure, I'll show you some photos. Now you repeat. Now it's your turn to have a conversation. I'll ask you questions and you can answer using what we've learned. After each question, I'll give you a sample answer to practice. Me, so what do you like to do on weekends? You. On weekends, I usually go hiking. On weekends, I usually go hiking. Now you repeat. Me. That sounds healthy. How long have you been hiking? You. I've been hiking for about 2 years. I've been hiking for about 2 years. Now you repeat. Me. Do you go alone or with friends? You. I sometimes go with friends, but I also enjoy going alone. I sometimes go with friends, but I also enjoy going alone. Now you repeat. Break it down. I sometimes go with friends. I sometimes go with friends. Now you repeat. But I also enjoy going alone. But I also enjoy going alone. Now you repeat. Let's learn how to talk about hobbies we used to have and ones we want to try. I used to play piano when I was young. I used to play piano when I was young. Now you repeat. I haven't played in years. I haven't played in years. Now you repeat. I'm hoping to start again soon. I'm hoping to start again soon. Now you repeat. Next year I want to learn scuba diving. Next year I want to learn scuba diving. Now you repeat. I've been saving money for the course. I've been saving money for the course. Now you repeat. Final story. Tom's hobby journey. Let me share my own story about discovering a hobby. This is a true story. 5 years ago, I didn't have any real hobbies. I worked, came home, watched TV and went to bed. Life felt a bit boring. Life felt a bit boring. Life felt a bit boring. Now you repeat. One day my neighbour invited me to play table tennis. I said no at first because I thought I would be terrible. But he insisted. But he insisted. But he insisted. Now you repeat. The first game was embarrassing. I missed the ball so many times. My neighbour was patient and gave me tips. He gave me tips, he gave me tips. Now you repeat. Something strange happened. Even though I was bad, I had fun. I laughed at my mistakes and enjoyed trying. I enjoyed trying. I enjoyed trying. Now you repeat. I started playing every week. Slowly I got better. After 3 months, I could play a real game. After 6 months, I sometimes won. I sometimes won. I sometimes won. Now you repeat. But here's the important part. Winning wasn't the best thing. The best part was making new friends, getting exercise and having something to look forward to each week. Having something to look forward to. Having something to look forward to. Now you repeat. Now I play twice a week. I even joined a local club. This simple hobby changed my life in small but important ways. It changed my life. It changed my life. Now you repeat. My message to you: don't wait for the perfect hobby. Just try something. You might surprise yourself. You might surprise yourself. You might surprise yourself. Now you repeat. Recap and review. Wow, we've learned so much today. Let's quickly review the main points. First, we learned basic hobby vocabulary like reading, cooking, dancing, and playing sports. Second, we practiced asking about hobbies with questions like, what do you like to do? And what are your hobbies? Third, we learned how to talk about our hobbies using phrases like, I enjoy, I'm into, and in my free time. Fourth, we discovered how to express opinions about hobbies, whether they're relaxing, exciting, or challenging. Fifth, we practiced talking about new hobbies we want to try and old hobbies we used to have. Remember these key points. Using after, like, and enjoy. Use play for ball sports. Do for activities. And go plus ing for other activities. Don't be afraid to talk about hobbies you're not good at yet. Hobbies are about enjoyment, not perfection. Most importantly, hobbies make life more interesting and help us meet people. They give us energy and happiness. So find something you enjoy and just start. Find something you enjoy and just start. Find something you enjoy and just start. Now you repeat. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I hope you feel more confident talking about hobbies in English. Remember, the key to improving is practice. So this week, try to have at least one conversation about hobbies in English. Maybe with a friend, a language partner, or even with yourself in the mirror. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to Daily Dose of English. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson. Next time, we'll talk about describing people's personalities. It's going to be really useful. Also, leave a comment below and tell me about your favourite hobby. Write it in English. It's great practice. I read all your comments and I love learning about what you enjoy doing. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every small step counts. You're doing an amazing job learning English. This is Tom from Daily Dose of English saying goodbye for now. See you in the next lesson. Keep smiling.